Tremaine, and my guest is known for his roles in The Real Husband of Hollywood, America's Got Talent, Wild 'N Out, Drumline, and Roll Bounce. He's a CEO, chairman, producer, writer, rapper, actor, and radio show host. And he's here today to talk about his brand new film, Chi-Raq. Now, y'all can call him Mr. Entertainment, but I will call him Mr. Incredible. Help me welcome Mr. Incredible, Mr. Nick Cannon.
Wow, I love that introduction. Thank you. I'm humbled.
Okay, awesome. Well, you deserve all the accolades. Now, Nick, you are the epitome of. Now, when I talk to financial advisors, they always say you should have at least 7 streams of income. And when I think of Mr. Nick Cannon, this brother got more than 7 streams. Like I said, Real Housewives of Hollywood, Wild 'N Out, America's Got Talent, Teen Nick, in case you didn't know, music producer, rapper, actor, and radio host. How do you manage all of it and stay looking so good?
Oh, well, I can't, the looking so good part, I can't take credit for none of that. But honestly, to me, it's all one job. It's all entertainment, and to be blessed enough to wake up each and every day and my job is to be creative. My job is to be an artist. I get to do what I love each and every day, so I can't get enough of it. So whether it's on a radio, whether it's on a television, a movie screen, wherever it is, I want to be able to embody my art however I can. I want to be able to become a new character. I want to be able to present new product. I want to be able to present new content. So it's all one job for me, and I don't even see it as work. You know what I mean? To me, it goes back to that old saying is, find something that you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life. And to be able to do this constantly and to be able to provide for my loved ones that way is outstanding.
See, that's amazing because you still look young. When I found out what your age was, actually, I couldn't believe it. I even told my husband, I was like, hey, what? He's 35.
Yeah,
I thought you would be like 28, 29. Yeah. But you know what? That's how God preserved you. I know. I'm a grown man, y'all. Well, you're in a brand new movie, Spike Lee joint, entitled Chi-Raq. I want you to tell me about the film and the role that you're playing.
Wow, it's a blessing. It's a dream come true to be able to have worked with the legendary Spike Lee. I'm a huge fan of Do the Right Thing, Malcolm X. I remember watching School Days. Like, man, I want to do that. And honestly, this film is so important. And it wasn't even like Spike came to me and said, "Yo, my goal and mission is to save lives in the South Side of Chicago." I said, "I'm in. I don't care what. Like, I'll be an extra in that movie." And luckily, he had the vision and blessed me with the honor to play the male lead in this film and to be able to embody a character that is troubled and pained and has a potent journey. And I truly see it as a blessing and something that is God-given.
Now I want to know, how did you get into this character? Did you spend time with any of the local gang members there?
That's all I did.
Did you?
That's
what was that experience
really
like?
It was haunting. It was powerful. It was telling. You know what I mean? To see a lot of these young brothers just hurting. And I always say, hurt people hurt people. You know what I mean? These brothers are crying out, and to really hear the stories, when you hear a young brother say, "Yo, what would you do if somebody shot your mother? What would you do if somebody killed your daughter?" And you know what I mean? And to live in that type of environment to where a couple dudes a couple blocks over hate you that much.
My God, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And where does one's mindset go when they don't have a father, when they don't have the guidance, when they don't know the definition and the true meaning of being a man? But they think they do. They think the power is in these guns. They think the power is in how many bodies they got or how much small money they can make when they really don't own anything in their community. And it's about reconditioning these mindsets and showing them, no, we're not thugs, we're not savages, we kings and queens. We know how to overcome hardship. We built for that. But we can't, this system wasn't designed for us, but we can't allow that system continue to badger us in a way. They sitting back and they laughing at us. because they know ultimately what our power is, but we don't know what our power is. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to shed light on that through satire, through film, through art, it's an incredible experience.
Because I got a chance to watch the documentary. It was a documentary that was shot a year ago called Chi-Raq.
Okay.
And it was a 4-part series.
Right,
and I
right.
actually watched it on Sunday. And
Right.
just to hear the mentality of these young men and how young they were and didn't mind shooting and killing. And although they, now in the music industry, some of them with new drill music, but it was just the mentality of the young people. And that's why I wanted to know, how did you get into this character to be able to sit with them and talk with them? Because that's a mindset that you have to develop. Was it difficult for you? Because you're such a sweet guy.
I mean, it's pain. At the end of the day, we've all experienced pain, and pain mixed in with frustration and the lack of guidance, because it's just a cry out, and it's unfortunate. Like I heard a few tales, even saw some disturbing videos of young people just being careless with weapons and driving by and shooting. Like, you know how cowardly that act is? You know what I mean? You're going to drive by and just let off an automatic weapon. You know what I mean? No, you don't care who's on the block. You don't care whose daughter's out there. You don't care whose mother's out there. That you ain't tough. That ain't no savage. I come from, I don't go way back, but I come from a school like, you really about it. Let's go toe to toe. You know what I mean? That's what warriors do. Let's get in here and really, but, you want to be so cool because you got a gun. What makes you bet? You can't shoot, clearly, and then, what makes you greater than the next little boy with a gun? You know what I'm saying? And is that, but at the end of the day, they're misguided. They don't care about someone else's life because they don't care about their own life. They don't believe that they're gonna make it past 18. They don't believe they're gonna make it to 21. So they don't care. So they just hope that when they do go, they got enough bodies that people will still talk about them. And that's unfortunate, because that's not the way we were designed as a people. Our ancestors have paved such a way for us to continue to be great, and we're losing that. And hopefully, we could use our art, we could use this opportunity, at least start that dialogue and recondition their mindset.
Because I was reading about you, I did some research on you, and that you grew up in San Diego, in the area that you grew up in. They had gang infestation, but you managed not to get involved in gangs. How did you do that?
It's art. Art saved me. Entertainment saved me. There's many times where, coming from the community that I come from, where I could have really went down the wrong path and I did some dumb, silly stuff and glorified gang violence, because that's what it was at the time. The people in my neighborhood that I wanted to be like were the drug dealers, the gang members, the pimps. That I looked up to those guys because I didn't have any lawyers or doctors, to show me the difference. So luckily, I lost a few friends to gang violence. Got shot at a couple of times. Those type of things like that will wake you up. I remember going to my grandfather and I asked him that question. I was like, yo, when am I going to get shot? Because I felt like it was inevitable. They were shooting at us. They was at school. They was, however it was unsafe, and we was getting jumped. We was getting beat up. All of that type of stuff. We was fighting too. And it was just all because of where we came from.
Right.
And ultimately, I remember my grandfather gave me a book that was all about the power of positive confession, speaking things into existence and having faith. And 16 years old, 15 years old, I took that to heart. And I started speaking power. I started speaking life into my own life. And and that's how I got into Hollywood, you know what I mean? Not taking no for answers, saying, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna do this. And at a young age, I accomplished quite a few things.
See, that's an awesome story. Do you tell your story? Did you tell your story to the young men there in Chicago that you spent time with?
Not really. Honestly, I didn't. I mean, because it wasn't about that. I didn't think it was a time for that. You know what I mean? Because obviously people have the perception of what it is, and I just I wanted to connect with them. It was about me embracing them.
Okay.
You know, and I think just based off of who I am as a person, you know, you can tell I'm real. You can tell I'm solid. You know, and there's no fear in me. So I think they respect that. Because many people don't come to the hood. Many people don't come to the community. And I'm there all the time. You know what I mean? And I consider myself, I want to be a pillar. I want to be a fixture in the community. You know? And I always say solid recognizes solid. You know what I mean? and for that, if you're not solid, I'm not really even concerned about your opinion. I want you to understand that we can grow together. But if you're talking a lot of that loose rah-rah, that doesn't really move me. But a lot of these brothers in this community are solid, and they just need some guidance.
When I first heard of the film, how I heard about it was a controversy around the name. But this was the thing I didn't understand. I knew the people of Chicago, the citizens of Chicago, had an issue with the name. But when I ran across the documentary Chi-Raq, the citizens that live in that community was also calling it Chi-Raq. So why are they blaming Spike Lee for the name of trying to bring a negative image when the citizens are doing that as well?
The name was created by the hip hop community in Chicago.
Correct.
And it's funny because I always say it's designed that way. I say the devil is the author of confusion. And he gets us to focus on the wrong things because it's like, here, pay attention to this sparkly light over here. Don't worry about the trouble. Don't worry about the 9-year-old that was executed. Don't worry about the 15-year-old young girl who was an aspiring model who was shot and is an innocent bystander. Don't worry about all the deaths that are occurring at every 17 hours in Chicago someone's killed. We want you to get upset about this name. You know, when the mayor speaks up and says, "Oh, this could affect tourism." What tourism is going on in the South Side of Chicago? You know what I mean? When have you used your political power to do anything to uplift this community that's crying out for help? It's no coincidence that every disenfranchised and violent area in America is also the one with the least opportunity. People just want opportunity. They just want help, you know. And they get us to focus on the wrong stuff. You know, yeah, you should be upset. You should be mad about a lot of stuff. And if this opportunity, if this term, Chi-Raq, has got your blood boiling, then you know what? Let's change that. But let's change it at the root. Let's stop killing more of our own kids than young people in our own community than the people that have been killed in the Iraq war. There's a reason why that term was created. Let's change it. Let's change it to where we would never even want to call our community that. But guess what? We do. We live it. It's real. And sometimes the truth hurts. And, you know, and it's not just the South Side of Chicago. It's every disenfranchised city that we got going on. You know, they call it Bodymore, Maryland. You know, Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Like all of these places. Like it's real. Like, and because don't let these nicknames upset you. Let's get to the core of it and save these young men and women.
And lastly, what do you want the viewers to take away from this film?
The viewers, I want them to take away the ideology of humanity. A life is a life. It's a precious thing. We only get one. And if this film can save one life, then we've done our job.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Nick.
No problem.
Oh, you are awesome. Awesome.